so Saturday night, fights broke out when a crowd emerged from the theater. The film concerns racism on a college campus. Police say fights broke out at the Canton Center Mall after some members of the audience yelled racist comments that inflamed other audience members. 3 were arrested. The fighting started in the theater when some blacks became agitated over some of the scenes of blacks being persecuted by whites.
Black people have such a hard time at the movies. I've gone to at least that dealt with some reality maybe. I've gone to movies where it's like aliens and blacks start fighting. Black people cannot handle themselves in the movies, Robin.
Oh, stop that.
I'm going to pass legislation. You see, I'm telling you, I saw 4 blacks fighting at Aladdin when I took the kids.
Lion King.
Hey, man, that's not in business.
Hey, now.
Are you kidding me? What is going on with black people?
I don't know, but they said they got so agitated by this film, it's caused fights. They said the officers, when they were leaving...
Don't they know it's a movie?
Uniforms were spattered with blood from weighing into the crowds that were, trying to slug each other.
It's a movie. You got to be nuts if you're white to go to this stuff. Oh, boy. Hoofa.
Well, see, that's what I don't get from this article. I don't know whether it was whites and blacks fighting with each other.
Sounds that way to me. It sounds like some white guys were in the audience, a lot of black guys were there, and the black guys start, black guys start screaming at the movie when they get mad at it.
Mm-hmm.
They talk to the screen. I know. I lived in a black neighborhood. They had to close down the movie theater. People started shooting bullets at the screen. I'm not kidding. It was BB guns. They shot holes through the screen, and it cost a fortune to replace these screens, and the Roosevelt movie theater just went out of business. Because they got angry. And listen, I was going... This was 19...
In those days, you didn't even have this kind of...
There was no black people even in movies. They would just get angry at the movie. And you get one of these black movies where every white man is bad, black people go right out of their minds.
Well, it says some audience members started yelling racist comments.
It's just like, like the Jews go to see Schindler's List. They sit there, they get sad and stuff, but they don't start...
cry.
Yeah, they don't start shooting the screen and fighting with each other and beating people up. There's something going on in the black community. I've seen it since I was a little kid. No one can behave at the movies. It could be genetic. It could be that black people talk to movie screens. I'm telling you.
When they get mad.
What?
It's not just when they get mad. I've been at movies where they just have conversations with the movie. Like,
right.
They're not necessarily angry at something. Like,
they're talking to the characters.
Yeah, they talk to the characters. Hold it.
Watch out!
Yeah, watch out!
It's the same way they back up a reverend or something, with
right.
Right on, tell it.
It's a part of the history of the black man.
Join in.
To join in. To join in. That's right. It was George Washington Carver that first invented that. No, but seriously, there's I've gone to movie theaters. I'm telling you what's going on in them.
Well, see, this one I can't figure out. I don't know This article is not very specific. It doesn't tell me the who,
I'll fill in the blanks for you. I'll fill in the blanks for you.
All right, go ahead. Were white people and black people fighting here?
Yes. The black guy started screaming at some brave white guy, probably said, hey, quiet down. Woo. What do you mean? Go, man. Then the white guy went out, got the usher. The usher couldn't remove the black guys. Fight breaks out. Then the police come get the black guys out. The black guys hang around waiting for the white guys to get out of the theater. The white guys start fighting with the black guys, and that's the end of it. Let's call the theater. What theater is it?
It was at the Canton Mall.
Hey, get me that number.
Canton Center Mall.
Give me the Canton Center Mall on the phone, immediatamente. That's Spanish for immediately, you dodo.
Because I just have to know.
How would you like to
be?
How would you like to be an usher? You think being a cop is bad? How would you like to be an usher at a black theater?
I wouldn't be an usher for all the tea and shine.
Do you know, this is a statistic I read in USA Today. Most ushers quit the first time they have to quiet down a black guy. I'm telling you, that's it. It's over. Hey, man, you can't tell me. I pay my $7. This is why the whole damn movie's going on.
Yeah, F you.
Yeah, right, but excuse me, I'm trying to hear the movie. You're arguing with the usher. Can you guys argue outside? What'd you say? It gets nuts.
I told you about this was at the Green Acres Mall.
Yeah, I know.
This is my favorite place. I haven't seen movies there in years, but it used to be my favorite place because the audience was more interesting than any movie you could ever see.
You mean the Valley Stream one?
Yeah.
That's where my parents go and get metal detected. That's the funniest thing. The Valley Stream Theater got so bad that they had to put the metal detector in. So my parents go, my mother insists, I say to her, Mom, what are you going? That's a black theater. She goes, I like it there. Your father and I like it. I said, Ma, Vietnam was safer. She goes, yeah, it's you. You live in fear.
You go to that mall, you feel like you're at the airport with all the security.
I know.
Or that movie theater. You feel like you're going to board a plane.
Yeah, so of course, my mother's a little old white woman with my dad, and as they're walking in, they're frisking and patting down all the blacks.
How can you really enjoy yourself?
But all the blacks keep their eye on my parents to make sure that they're going to get patted down.
Right.
And oh boy, oh yeah.
Right.
So my mother's getting strip searched.
You're got a cavity search going on.
Yeah, right. But she says, well, your father and I don't mind as long as they do it to everyone. I go, okay, go ahead, Mom. Do it. You want to go to that theater? Go ahead. God bless you.
Well, anyway, one day, you get into the theater.
And I feel bad for that theater, by the way. I don't think that they should have to suffer this stereotype. Not this. Suffer this. I don't know.
This injustice of having to add all that security.
Thank you.
People should be able to come into a movie theater, sit down, and watch the movie.
Effectively.
But anyway, you get inside the movie theater, finally, after going through this massive search.
Yeah.
And you're sitting there trying to watch the movie, and there's guys talking.
Yeah.
You can't hear the dialogue.
No.
They're talking so much.
And they're not even talking about the movie sometimes.
No.
They're just talking.
Sometimes they're just talking.
And you want to say, you can't because they'll kill you. You want to say, excuse me, why did you pay all this money to see a movie? Why not go outside and talk? But
or there are other people in here, and we did come to see the movie. Maybe you didn't.
Do you ever turn around and say anything?
No.
No.
Are you crazy?
Did you get your ass kicked? What happened?
I have a number for the theater.
Hey, give me that.
Okay. It's this bottom one here.
Let me have that, please. I got to call up and find out what happened.
Anyway, in this particular story, Howard, somebody went out. Nobody ever
Yeah,
said
you go to the
anything.
usher.
You go out and you talk to an usher.
Yeah.
And the ushers didn't even come in.
Of course not.
They went and got security.
Right.
So
Yeah.
now mall security or whatever,
Guys
movie
with guns.
theater security comes in.
Yeah.
They quit too.
Everybody quit.
Wait a second. The usher makes...
I got to put a scene like this in my movie.
The mall closes.
Yeah, right. The whole mall closes down because no one's willing to go in.
But wait a
Two
second.
black guys yelling at each other. No one will do anything about it.
The ushers are just like minimum wage guys. And
Yeah.
mall security...
I would never do
They
anything.
don't have guns.
Nope.
Mall security. They probably
Nope.
call regular cops.
Nope. And I'm going to tell you something.
They
Someone will
did
whip out a gun and shoot you.
Team,
Right.
And the security team
SWAT
came
team.
in, and they had sticks and everything, and they said to the guy, they yelled,
Yeah.
quiet down.
Quiet down, you black people.
And then these guys started yelling back at them.
Right. Oh.
And then they yelled, you're then going to have to leave the theater.
Right. Oh, boy.
And the guy was
And you're trying to watch a
Yeah,
movie.
right.
You don't want this kind of tension.
And so now they're really screaming back and forth at each other.
Yeah, and you look like the guy in the Van Halen video. Remember that little kid who's scared, shaking in his pants?
Right. Don't look at me.
Because you don't want to get caught in the crossfire.
That's right. So
And
finally...
you can't say to two black guys, hey, quiet down.
No,
Listen,
you can't do
hey,
that.
man, what you talking about, man? You going to tell me? Look at that woman there. Why don't you go tell her?
It's a challenge.
Yeah, it's a challenge. It's like it's almost like you're a slave master telling a guy.
Yeah. So what they did was they went into the aisle, into the row that this guy was sitting in, and they grabbed him, and he started fighting.
Oh, man.
Then you say fist, and everything just flying, that
right.
noise.
This is the movie. What movie were you watching?
I don't even
You don't even know.
I remember this. I don't remember the movie.
There's a movie going on.
And they carried the guy,
Carried him
literally
out?
4 guys, 2 people holding his arms, 2 people holding his legs, carried him out of the theater because he refused to go under his own seat. And then when the movie was finally over, I came out and I was just leaving the theater, and there was a Jeep. The security Jeep was parked in front of the theater, and the windshield had been kicked out.
Oh, my
So the
God.
guy had continued to struggle even once they tried to get him into the car.
Over a movie.
Movie theaters should have big water hoses like female prisons. They could just wash a guy right out of the theater. Wow. Wow. Super.
And I guess that was, a good Saturday night for that guy.
Yeah. The guy destroys the whole town. It's like a hurricane went through the town. Yeah, like a tornado.
Tasmanian devil.
Yeah. Let me see if I can get someone on the phone here.
Star 1 first, please.
Yeah.
Papa Pohai.
Calling Cleveland. I hope Tom Trisano doesn't mind.
He'll swing for the bill.
Yeah, I might get an itemized phone bill at the end of the month with this circled.
What is this?
Why did you have to call Cleveland? Well, there was a story happening there. Yeah, but it was already late in the show. No need.
Did you pretend to call them?
Yeah, hi. This is the Howard Stern radio show calling. We're live on the air. Is there a spokesperson there we can talk to about the incident?
Let me check and see.
Thank you. Okay, thanks.
Oh, handled very professionally, Howard.
Thank you. A spokesperson. That means a man or a woman. I've incorporated the lingo.
Oh, you're getting politically correct.
Hey, here's a good station.
You can walk the mall beginning at 7 a.m. Monday through Friday.
This is the mall radio station.
Yeah.
At Canton Center, we care about you.
Like, whoever made this music?
Sir, I'm sorry. She's not in her office. Could I take a message?
Yeah, just say that we...
Do you know anything about the incident that
Yeah,
happened?
this is the Howard Stern Show. I don't know if you listen to us. We're on the air.
Well, I know very little. I wasn't here.
Okay. Yeah, we just wanted to find out, like, was it, like, all black guys, or was it black and white? I don't know anything about it that much, and I'm trying to figure out what... See, my point of view is that it probably was like a lot of black guys in there and a couple of white guys, and the black guys were talking to the screen, and the white guys told them to shush, and then everyone got into a big fight.
Well, I really don't know because I wasn't there.
Right. Have you read anything?
Some of it.
Yeah. Was it a mixture of peoples from all different lands, or was it like...
I really can't comment.
Okay. All right. Okay. Then no hassle.
Okay.
All right. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Which number did you call, Howard? The top or the bottom one?
The top one.
Because the bottom one's the actual theater.
Well, why don't you...
I told you that. I said call the bottom.
No, why don't you just go out and see if you can get a spokesperson?
Okay. Guys.
Just tell me,
Maybe call, I don't know, were the police involved? What's the police station near there?
Yeah, the cops will tell us what's going down. Yeah. Give me the cops. Give me the number for the police. Let me get right to the source.
The funny thing is I'm thinking about all the Martin Luther King Day speeches yesterday about how we all have to learn together.
Yeah, right.
Meanwhile, we can't even go to a movie.
Yeah, I think Dr. King was smoking pot when he made that speech. He was wasted. Let me take a break, see if I can track down some numbers on this fast-breaking story.
You're listening.
It's absurd. Hey, let me just say real quick, our mayor here in New York, Rudy Giuliani, God bless this guy. I love him to death.
I know why you're going to congratulate him.
You know, these Grateful Dead heads wanted to get together and hold a celebration in the park.
They wanted to dirty our park.
Yeah, they want to foul our park. They wanted to do basically what they do at a Dead concert. Yeah. They decided Jerry Garcia's dead. We have to hold a tribute to him. Now, of course, you can hold a tribute to him.
In your home.
In your home. You can build a shrine to him for all I care. So I guess they got together, and John Scher was going to have a Grateful Dead tribute. And Rudy Giuliani said, hold on a second. You can't have a Grateful Dead tribute. You got to pay us $100,000 so that, you know, after this Grateful Dead tribute, we can clean it up. We don't mind a tribute.
Put the park back together.
Yeah, it's fine. You could have you could have all the tributes you want, but you got to put up $100,000 so that, you know, the park is clean afterwards. I can't ask the taxpayers to pay for a Grateful Dead tribute. And all the Dead fans are now screaming about Rudy Giuliani, but, you know, who do they think the city is? The city is us. We have to pay for this crap.
Well, you know what they're saying? That, you know, since the Dead played so many times at Madison Square Garden, they brought in a lot of revenue.
Yeah, to themselves. So here's some quotes from the Deadheads, okay? Hey, man, we're going online tonight, man. We're gonna let the net know that Rudy Giuliani is doing the wrong thing, okay? So they're having this tribute while the rest of us have to work and pay for this crap. So I think John Scher had offered the city $20,000, and Rudy said they're about $80,000 short.
Mm-hmm.
So most politicians would buckle under this kind of pressure because they don't want to have deadheads mad at them.
What's that?
Yeah, but that's what happens with these guys. There's a lot of people out there who want to pay their last respects to Jerry. Hey, man, Central Park is the biggest, best place. If it doesn't happen this weekend, it'll happen soon.
Yeah, as soon as you come up with the money.
Right.
He didn't say no. He said no without the money.
Yeah. One Dead devotee said, I'll bring my own damn garbage bag, man. I'm gladly kicking $5 at the gate to help defray the cost. Well, isn't he generous? He's going to bring a garbage bag.
And $5.
Yeah. Can we get that in writing that you're going to bring the $5 and the garbage bag?
He will have bagged that $5 up off the street.
Yeah. Everybody's a hippie, Hey, man, we can clean this ourselves. Hey, the Grateful Dead sales went up after Jerry Garcia died. Let them pay for it.
Yeah, they act like they're cash poor.
Yeah. Hey, man, I supported Rudy Giuliani, man, and even though I don't live in New York City, I thought he was a good guy. Not anymore. Well, he's a great guy. He's a friggin' genius. And no Grateful Dead tributes in my city.
Have you been reading the online services since you gave your great send-off to Jerry Garcia?
No.
Because I understand from Nancy, the receptionist, that there were tons of calls coming in about you.
Oh, is that right?
The whole switchboard was clogged up with angry deadheads.
Oh, screw them. Screw them. They're all so absurd. Hey, man, we all love Jerry. And this isn't just about Jerry Garcia, man. This is about an attitude, man. This is about, a lot of different people getting together and networking. You know how many people go there, man, and have built their lives around Jerry, man? There are people who do commerce at the Dead shows, man. They do commerce.
What are they going to do now?
Hey, man, there's a whole underground society, man, exchanging trinkets and beads and goods like the Indians did and our forefathers. Okay? There's a lot of guys who did that stuff. And in our own way, man, we're helping society. We're putting a lot of people to work. I might trade a Duber for a T-shirt. Another guy might take a ashtray and sell that. And each man helps the other man. And if all of us deadheads get together, God forbid we do, man, because we'll have our own country. Yeah. Well, as long as that country's nowhere in the U.S. of A., I don't care.
Yeah, the country's not going to be Central Park.
Yeah. Because if it's in this country, we're going to have to wipe you out like Indians. Like we had to do to the Indians and tame them.
Oh, boy. Here you go.
Turn you into a bunch of drunks. All right.
You're a good man.
Thank you. A lot of people like what I have to say. I'm honest, man.
You're a good man. You took the Indians and turned them into drunks. Ruined a whole way of life.
Yeah, well, I see that apartment you have. We bought that for $24, the land your apartment's on. I don't see you complaining.
I wouldn't live there if there were any Indians left.
I see.
You got rid of them all.
Yeah, you could always give your apartment to the Indians.
Ease my conscience by just wiping them out.
Okay. Well, there will be no Grateful Dead tributes in Central Park. By order of myself and Rudy Giuliani. I back them in.
With you?
I like them. All right, we got to take a break.
I got in so much trouble in a Spanish class because I couldn't understand anything, and the guy gave us a quiz, and the quiz was 10 words, and you had to write what the Spanish word was, and I cheated off the guy in front of me, and we both had the same ridiculous answers. We were like, if the answer was like hat, we had like shoe.
Right.
And exact.
That's nothing. I cheated all through Spanish, and it turned out that after 2 years of Spanish, I still didn't know a thing.
Yes.
But it was cool. It was a big class. Teacher never called on me or anything. So they invented this thing. The school got some money or something and invented something called the language lab.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the language lab was terrible.
The language lab meant that the teacher could listen to you on headphones and single you out and say, okay, repita. Right. Repeat the sentence and tell me what it means.
Escucha
and then it dawned on her, after 2 years of teaching me, this woman, that I didn't know one Spanish word.
But you weren't...
It was the most embarrassing day of my life.
Solo you.
After 2 years, because I took Spanish...
I only could say one sentence after 2 years.
We know that sentence.
Mis avios de pesca en la cocina.
I took Spanish for 8 years, and I can't speak any of it.
Me neither.
And the really tough thing was, you could really fake your way by classes, which I did for like 5 years, and then I got some guy who decided he was only teaching the class in Spanish.
Oh.
You know what I mean? And
yeah, some retarded idea.
If you had to go to the bathroom, you had to ask in Spanish.
El baño.
I couldn't get anything right.
I must have had the same problem. Hey, let's have a conversation in Spanish.
Okay.
Hola.
Hola, Eduardo.
Hola, Gary. ¿Cómo está usted?
Bien. ¿Dónde está Robin?
Robin es...
Victorious.
Es,
Trace
no,
Mark.
es, no,
Trabajo
he
is
didn't ask me.
working.
He asked me where you were.
Oh, where am I?
Robin
I didn't
es
know.
trabajo.
He's working.
Robin is I working.
But you're right. You didn't do the. That was when they really got you.
Yeah.
You couldn't figure out the tenses and stuff.
¿Cómo está usted?
Bien.
You already
Did that already.
Let's meet them.
Gracias.
Say ¿y tú?
¿Y tú?
Muy bien.
However, escuche y repita, por favor.
Oh, no problema. ¿Cómo está usted? I thought you asked me to repeat that.
I said, listen and repeat, please.
Oh, okay.
But you didn't listen to
Oh,
it.
I thought you.
Say something.
And the only reason I know that is because that's how every lab started. It started with, they would say, hardcore brace, class number 25. And then we go, escuchan y repita, por favor.
Yeah.
And then you would, and then the teacher would zero into your headphones.
Right.
Yeah.
And go, my name was Ricardo. Because
Yeah,
there was no Gary
they would be
Spanish.
like, Ricardo. All of a sudden you hear your teacher, like while the record was playing. Hey, do we have that Spanish record? I could actually simulate this.
You know that book?
Gary's name was Ricardo?
Retardo.
Ricardo.
Oh, man.
Mine was Esteban, I think. Because there was no such thing as Howard.
Hour.
That's
Gloria.
Steven, isn't
Yeah,
it?
Stephen.
Hour.
I was Stephen in Spanish class.
I don't know why they had to rename you.
Well, they wanted to give you like a Spanish name.
Did you ever get caught
What?
cheating?
No.
I almost got expelled.
Did you really?
I got detention one day, and I was sitting in detention, and I didn't even take German, but the German teacher came in and Xeroxed this final. And you know, in the old days, it was like a mimeograph. There was like a piece
Blue
of
sheet.
carbon
Yeah.
with the stuff, and it was in the garbage. And I said, oh, look at this. But the secretary was sitting right there. I had a brain in my head. I said, look at this. Oh, keep this. And the next day on the school bus, I said to somebody, hey, who's taking German? You want to buy the final?
Oh, you sold the final?
No, I never sold it.
Gorilla said he cheated on his Regents. Which that's pretty tough because...
I didn't cheat on the Regents.
You'd still be arrested.
I got a 99 on the algebra Regents.
Did you really?
Yeah, that was my big claim to fame.
An algebra?
Yeah. I don't know. It was a total fluke.
Really?
Total fluke.
Wow.
99.
I got 100 on one, but I cheated. But I didn't really cheat. No, you know how they come around and talk to you, Howard, during the test? The teacher came around and stood right in front of me, talking to the guy in front of me with his test
Hey,
held
Jackie,
behind his back.
shut up, all right? Thanks. No one cares. All right.
He was a master cheater. He's just got to let you know.
Did I ever tell you that I took the Regents?
Wait, I'm doing Spanish language lab. Here it is.
Elena, alguien
Wait.
llama a la puerta.
So you're listening to this, and you're supposed to repeat.
Right.
Right. ¿Tienes?
Es el cartero.
Es el cartero.
¿Hay cartas para mí?
Hay cartas para mí.
Sí.
Then all of a sudden,
Hay
you hear,
una.
Esteban.
Mamá, es de los
Esteban.
adultos.
Yes, Mrs. Ginsburg?
La abuela Esteban.
Repita.
Querida Clara.
Querida Clara. No, repita your previous sentence.
El
Like,
fin
what?
de semana.
Did you do your homework?
La cinta.
Now, what is she saying? Tell me the translation of the following sentence, please. Tell me, Esteban.
Por la tarde.
For being late?
Está muy lindo.
No. Listen to the next sentence and tell me what it means.
De noviembre.
Te noviembre, what is
Hace
November?
Un tiempo magnífico.
No. Did you read the chapter?
Now, are they saying this in
Llámame
English
por
to you or in
teléfono.
Spanish?
She didn't try Spanish with me. And I'd be like,
Dime
all right,
cuándo
now
viene.
tell me this sentence. And she'd be talking, you couldn't even hear it.
Cariño de
The chickens are all sick? No. That was last week. The chickens were sick.
Vamos a la finca.
How did you get chickens are sick from Vamos?
No sé.
No say. I do not understand.
Papá.
Llama a
And,
papá por
and then she goes, I will come back to you.
ahora mismo, mamá.
And that's how it went. And you felt like a real
I
jerk.
can see why you thought high school was a nightmare.
It was a nightmare. I was never prepared.
I used to be in language lab. Nobody ever spoke to me.
Right.
Oh, man. Didn't you
Because
hate...
you knew your lesson. They knew you knew it.
Didn't you hate how the teachers, even though they weren't Spanish, would over-pronounce everything? Like,
Yeah.
I had, like, a Jewish lady,
Costilla.
and her name was Mrs. Sternheim.
Yeah, I had
She would
Mrs. Ginsburg.
She would go, Ricardo.
Yeah, right. Like, and you don't know Spanish people talk like
She
that.
used to make us sit in class, and we had to do this. I'll never forget. Roll your arms.
Yeah.
That was
Oh, man. I just wanted to kill myself when I was in school.
I'm taking Spanish.
Yeah, teach me how to say something practical for Spanish, like "Please don't stab me. My wallet is in my coat." then I'll pay attention. Just give me something that'll help me in later life.
Life lesson.
Bueno.
Didn't you hate the kids that
Carlos,
talk and use the accent?
habla.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You
I knew.
hated me then.
Today we will speak Castilian. I can't speak the other kind. What is that?
Wait, they were teaching us dialect.
Castilian.
Yes.
Yes.
Cartagena.
Barcelona.
And then Mrs. Ginsburg would come back from her Spanish vacation and be like, I was in Barcelona.
Did you have to watch all the
Yeah, for slides. That's so she could write it off as a business expense.
Every language teacher did that.
I was very fortunate. I went to Machu Picchu. and you were so excited that you got to watch her dopey slides instead of learning Spanish.
Well, watching her slides was a day that you couldn't call on.
Yeah. Oh, a reprieve. What an awful, awful language, that Spanish. A filthy, filthy language.
I had a French teacher who'd say, when you cross that sill, you are in France.
Yeah.
And we never spoke English in the class.
And filthy language, the French, the Spanish, all these are filthy mongrel languages.
And then what the students...
English is so refined.
Because you can't learn them.
Oh, please.
No,
there should be one language.
The students you really, really wanted to choke were the ones that they told you that if you could learn one Romance language, all the others came easily.
Right.
So then there were kids who took Italian and French and Spanish because they were all similar, and they spoke all of them, and I couldn't even say hello.
Right. I know. I had a friend like that.
Hated them.
You know who was great at Spanish? You know that guy on Channel 12 on Long Island, that guy I know, Scott Possessor?
Yeah.
He was a Spanish genius.
Ooh.
He was one of these guys who would instantly memorize Spanish. He would just show him the page, and he could memorize it.
Wow.
Yeah. Now he's doing some show on Channel 12 about how to get people jobs. So how well did he do?
And he's doing it in English.
Yeah.
A lot of good it did.
Yeah, great. So you memorized every stupid Spanish phrase. Hey, look at all the people in the world who speak Spanish, their first language. None of them are doing anything good. Except Gloria Estefan.
What is my cardboard box?
Yeah, right. So why do I need to learn it? So I can communicate with homeless people? Guys in bad T-shirts?
Okay.
Yeah.
Got a little angry.
Well, if you learn Spanish, you can do business in other countries. Yeah, I want to do business in Mexico.
Who had the coffee and the hamburger?
Yeah.
The other thing was they always told you that you could get a job as a translator at the UN.
Yeah.
Well, many businesses need Spanish-speaking bilingual people.
Yeah, sure.
And I've never seen that on a
coffee
job.
shops.
I've never seen that on a job application.
Could you translate that
You
menu?
know what? You can be a teller in a bank.
Right.
See? Turkey sandwich.
Yeah. I need to learn Spanish. I don't know one guy in Spanish that I would even need to speak to. It's a totally farcical class.
Can I go on with the news instead of you?
Let me take a break and then you can go on with
this,
it. Well, you brought it up.
Bit about high school.
Hate high school. It's the worst.
It was a lot of fun.
Long division in my sense.
I didn't want to mess my paper.
When I cross this sill, I do long division and français. Squiggly marks on mine.
Just because you liked it.
I had a French class once, and they got us up and they had us all read a passage and they split us. The people who could read the passage went on one side, the people who couldn't read went on the other, and we were all so proud of ourselves because we could read this passage.
Is this news? All right, thank you.
And then they marched us all right into another class where nobody spoke English.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Miss Goody Two-Shoes back then.
I bet you Robin's got a whole collection of ribbons and documents. You know, Robin was a perfect attendant.
Well, when you read Robin's book, you'll understand why she was perfect in school. Seriously, there's a good explanation for it.
Yes, I had a letter.
She wanted to be in school because she hated her house so much, right? Am I correct?
Yeah.
See, I know everything about Robin. I've read the book.
Could I please have detention today?
Yeah, right. It was like that.
I was excellent at detention.
Right.
You weren't one of those.
You were Robin. You'd stay at school and learn.
Robin, you weren't one of those people that went to like band at 7 in the morning and
she would go anywhere that wasn't home. Anywhere that wasn't home, she was there.
It was Glee Club, but I was there.
Oh, you nerd.
I've read the Robin Quiver story, so I know. All right, let me take a break and we'll be back.
Simpson will be speaking tonight with Katie Couric and Tom Brokaw. I understand that several people are missed at NBC, including Jane Pauley, Stone Phillips, and
Bryant
Gumbel. Bryant wanted to be in on this big interview, but OJ voiced some reservations because Bryant had played golf with him and knew Nicole.
OJ's worried about that.
So he suggested that maybe Bryant shouldn't be right, and they called Bryant the other night and told him he wasn't going to be a part of it.
I think Bryant would have ripped him a new A-hole.
Bryant has been taking off. They say he'll probably be off the rest of the week as a result.
See?
They are selling commercials.
Let's buy one.
Program.
How much?
You got $350,000?
Hey, wait a second. How great? Well, maybe I could convince the company.
Oh,
Now, back to the murderer.
Oh, come on. Oh, man.
Oh.
And then the commercial could be like, I'll go tape it right now. Howard Stern wants you to know, ladies and gentlemen, and we could all stand in the commercial. I think this is a joke. I should be interviewing this nutcase. And here's the sodium pentothal. Let O.J. take it.
Why are we treating this seriously?
And then the Jackie puppet will come on.
This is Jackie the Joke Van Martley. By my tape, he's freaking guilty. Oh, America.
Let's do it.
Fine.
Don't talk to somebody. Don't talk to me.
Hey, Tom, come in here.
Tom?
Yeah, right.
Oh, yeah. Well, Tom has to go ask
This
someone.
is a big expense for Tom to approve.
Tom, yeah, this isn't paying for a cripple's cab ride.
You know, Tom can yay or nay anything under $100.
Yeah, right. Do we have any penny? Tom, listen to me. It'll be the biggest coup of the century.
If everybody's canceling,
Listen to me.
Hey, I bet you they won't even accept our commercial.
Well, the commercial tape costs. We could go tape it in the back with the E crew. It won't cost us anything to make.
It has nothing to do with us. Just coming from us. They'd rather do business with OJ. They can interview OJ. They won't take our commercial.
They have to, but it'll be. First of all, if we make it, listen to me.
They won't take it.
Tom, listen to me. Just listen to me.
Hey, we can still try.
Wait, excuse me. Can I talk for a second?
Absolutely.
Okay. It'll take us 2 seconds to go back and tape the commercial. We'll do 60 seconds or 30, whatever you want.
It's a 30.
Okay.
TV's a 30.
Tom's like, do they take a 1 second commercial?
How much?
All right, listen to me. Listen to me.
Yeah.
Tape at 30. We call the network. We say we want to advertise. If they say no, it's a huge story. Because OJ they'll do business with, but they won't do business with Howard Stern. That's the great spin. If they take it, it's fantastic, and we'll make it clean and everything. I mean, because we wanted to get on TV. What?
Here's a phone number for the main offices at NBC. I don't know who you'd want to speak with directly.
The sales department.
The sales department.
Network sales.
So just call them and ask for network sales.
Okay. Tom, what do you think?
I think it's $350,000.
Yeah.
And,
can you go get approval from somebody who might run the company?
I have no problem to tell you that I have to go get approval, and I'll see if I can.
Don't you think it would be phenomenal? And
I think it would be unbelievable. I don't think they would not take the commercial, but
we got to give it a shot. Won't cost us anything.
Would you go ask?
Sure.
How cool would that be? You want to be in the commercial?
Sure. No.
Why?
Because he's going to party with OJ.
No, I would do what Howard says. I'd walk out.
Right.
I really would.
Will Billy wear the Edo mask?
You want to wear your Edo mask?
Yeah.
Let me see. Put that mask on. Let me see how you look for the commercial. What are you going to say? Say something.
OJ is guilty.
You'll just sit there with an Edo mask. You don't even have to say anything.
People of Earth.
That's good, isn't it?
You know what? We need big posters of Nicole Brown and Ron Goldman.
Yeah.
Let me see if they'll take the ad.
Is it 818 number or is it a New York number?
New York number.
All right.
Because Tom's worried about the phone bill.
No, yeah, the other Tom.
No,
forget the commercial. Why do you have to call California? This is a lot of money.
No, I brought it up. It was California because it was California. You'd only be.
Tom, I know not to call California. Hey, Judge Ito wants to give you some money, Tom. Here you go. Oh, very good, Judge Ito. All right, this is okay. Tom, if this guy gives me the go-ahead, I want you to march in there and find out. All right?
Okay.
We'll put a commercial on.
There you go. Everybody's bailing out. Probably vlogged and you'll never get
Oh, wow, it's busy.
People call it a protest.
Don't we have a direct number?
What are you doing?
I'm looking for the... Shut up, Billy. Wait.
Call another number.
I'll call your number. What's yours? I'm calling another. This is the number I got.
Call me at home. I'm there.
Gary, give me another number, will you? Don't you think it would be unbelievable?
It would be unbelievable. I'll guess if we can't get the expense approved.
It's killing me. But I think it's worth it, man. It'll be the biggest story of the century. Even if they won't take the ad, it'll be great.
Well, the ad's only going to run before.
No.
Jackie the Joke Man. If you'd like Joke Man's address on the World Wide Web on the internet,
well, we got through.
A girl sunbathing naked on top of an apartment building falls asleep.
You know, without the punchline, it's really funny.
Hi, this is Jackie the Soul Sam Wiley.
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh. By the way, this is a poll call.
All right.
OJ's guilty, and
Am I crazy? I think this is a great idea.
It is a great idea.
It's gonna be big.
Absolutely. But, you know.
Can you go? I mean, I know it's a big expense, but I think it's worth it.
It's a huge.
When do we ever spend any
Have
money?
we ever spent that kind of money before? No.
You know, and we.
What?
Well, we know what the local ads are.
That's it.
Well, you don't want a local. You want a national.
Yeah. You want a national ad.
Well.
Tom just. Oh, Tom.
Right away. I knew it. I knew he was going to go local.
I'm sorry. That's network sales, Howard.
Network sales? Tom, I don't want to be on just in New York.
We want the country to know how we feel.
Yeah, we want everyone to catch our fever. La-da-dee-dee-da-dum. Let me get permission first, and then work this out.
We're negotiating.
Yes, hi. This is Howard Stern from the Howard Stern Show calling. Hi. Can I talk to you just for a second on the air? We're thinking of actually buying a spot tonight. Is that possible? You're not selling it all? I mean, because I read in the paper that if you want to be on, you can.
The hour before or after?
Right. That's the only place that's selling spots.
Right.
I'm just saying, is there anybody who can sell me a spot at all during the OJ interview? Not during the interview, but during the 3 hours? Hello? Can I speak to a salesperson? Thank you. All right, they got someone
Well, you're
coming.
listening to her.
She said we could. She said we can. Excellent. They said they'll talk to me about it. They said they're not...
Wait a minute. The salesperson said you could be on the air?
Well, she said she's going to tell him.
Okay.
All right. I'll tell him when he picks up, too. I'll make double sure. Don't worry, Tom. I know what I'm doing.
Hold on 1 second.
Thank you.
We've got to be able to buy time. What is this? Maybe we need to call an ad agency.
No,
ad agency.
It's not an ad agency. Right.
You still got to buy the spot.
Yeah, but maybe we're going to have to go local station to local station here.
No.
If they don't sell national time.
Well, we could go on NBC New York, but that would be any fun.
No, but I'm saying if you get one of those brokerage houses to
buy the
all
spot
over the country.
What is it?
Well, if they leave you on hold too long, somebody gave me the direct dial of a salesperson there and an assistant who you could speak to.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, hi.
Such a hassle, though, you know?
Somebody gave me it from an ad agency.
Right. I mean, what's the big deal?
I think that while you're on hold, there's people running around frantically around the office.
Trying to decide what to say.
Maybe we ought to buy a spot from one of the sponsors who wants to cancel, like get their spot.
Well, they're bumping out a lot. I don't know.
But you gotta
They're
get on the
bumping out a lot, that hour's worth of commercials to then run spots only in the hour before.
But everyone's canceling anyway. So there's
Guess what
definitely.
time they're going to run extra commercials.
It's gonna be wild.
I just want to get placement inside the OJ special. You know,
with the 3 hours.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Howard?
I want to get placement inside the OJ special.
Yeah.
I don't care at what point. That'll be so cool. $350 though, man. It's a lot of bucks. Maybe I can negotiate a better price.
But look at the exposure.
Look at the exposure, Tom. Look at the ink.
Super Bowl.
This is huge. This is huge.
Well, if the Super Bowl will get $1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is worth it. This is going to be bigger ratings than the Super Bowl. I'm feeding you stuff to go talk to the big man about.
Gotcha.
I got it?
Gotcha.
Don't walk in there empty-handed.
I'm making mental notes.
And don't walk in like, Howard wants me to task you to do this. Here,
You're behind this 100%.
Hey, Tom, if you walk in
mental
and go...
notes, so I gave him a pencil and paper.
Right. If you go in and you... All right, Tom already wrote down $350,000. That's good.
That's all.
That's all I see. You don't put that at the top.
You know, that's going to stop him right there.
First point, Tom.
Yeah. Must buy.
You say, hey, this will be the biggest promotion in the history, and even though it's $350,000, it's $1 million for the Super Bowl, and this is a bigger audience than the Super Bowl. And they can talk about this for months.
Right.
I think it's a good investment for the company.
And it's an ad. You know how they make ads especially for the Super Bowl? This is an ad especially for the O.J. Simpson special.
Can only be seen during the O.J. Simpson special. And we'll be the only sponsor. We won't be in a cluster of sponsors because no one else is sponsoring.
Oh.
Brought to you by Howard Stern.
Dredge up
The O.J. Simpson interview.
They'll dredge up some sponsors from somewhere. Give away free spots.
Make it $350,050. I'll need Ralph to do my hair. For the commercial.
For makeup and hair, okay.
Yeah, for everybody.
Production cost.
No, right. He'll charge like $50. All right?
Okay.
We spare no expense on makeup.
And we'll have the Infinity logo behind us. OJ used to be on the board. It'll be perfect.
Hey, OJ, it's your old friends at Infinity.
I got to come up with the perfect words for the commercial.
Yes, we got to write a craft.
Well, I'm not going to waste my time writing.
Oh.
Even Fred just said to me, I'm not going to write anything unless I know for sure.
He'll never do it unless it's going to be public.
30.
Right. Or 30 seconds.
I'm sure those are 30-second rates.
Those are 30-second rates.
Right. Well, I can see I'm on permanent hold.
Yes.
This is a goof. I'm a good customer, and they do that to me.
Call that other number. They're not taking us seriously as usual.
All right, hold on.
How do you get anything done?
All right. Let me just wrap her and see if there's really a possibility. It's ringing.
Now they won't even...
Yeah, hi, it's Howard Stern calling from the Howard Stern Show. Is there anybody there I could speak to on the air? Because let me tell you what I want to do. Hello? Yeah. What I want to do is buy one 30-second spot inside the OJ special. Thank you. All right.
Now you're getting somewhere?
Yeah, because I'm treating it more normal. They're going to get someone who can talk to us on the air. Okay? I'm on hold again.
The permanent hold.
No, I don't think I'll... Hello? 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 Hello?
The hum that we heard before.
You know, why don't they get music on hold or something? No, seriously, I
Put
can't
this
tell.
show on.
Yeah.
Have OJ on hold.
Hello? Yeah, I'm on hold again for the next 12 hours. Why can't they give me an answer? Why can't they tell me if they're selling spots?
Just say no.
Just say no.
They're running around trying to decide what policy is. That's a network, remember?
Tom, we could sell your house. That's how we could pay for the commercial. The house is worth about $350,000. Tom will be living in a car.
Right. Like a junkie.
Like the guy from Three Dog Night.
Oh, boy. What a story.
Yeah.
Holy mackerel.
Maybe I should just call Warren Littlefield. I know the guy.
Right. You said he's a genius.
Yeah, but it's...
Well, do you think this is a great idea?
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Why is it a bad idea? Why can't I buy a commercial?
Nobody said it was a bad idea. I just don't think that Warren would like it.
Why wouldn't he? I'm willing
What
to
are
spend...
you going to say?
Well,
I'm willing to spend $350,000 on his television station.
What are you going to say?
I'm going to say I want to buy a commercial. Can I buy a commercial?
No. I think
No,
what are
in
you
your
gonna say? In the
commercial.
I'm going to say I happen to think that O.J. is guilty.
Yeah.
I think this is disgusting. I think Katie Couric and Tom Brokaw are
You know
not
what I
asking
think
the
the
hard-hitting
commercial-
questions, and O.J. should be stick him in his ass with sodium pentothal.
I think the commercial should be turn off your set.
Do you think they're going to run that commercial?
Do I think so? Yeah, why not?
Because they won't.
You're crazy.
No,
Why
not
can't
crazy. No. Would they?
they? Yeah. Why? On what grounds?
Why
They
would
don't have to have
they don't
I mean,
grounds.
no one can air their opinion?
Nope.
No, they
Oh, you can't have an opinion.
No, you can have an opinion, but they don't have to take your opinion.
Let me ask you something. If someone called up
Yeah.
right now and wants to spend $350,000 for a 30-second spot
Right.
that says that I didn't handle the Three Dog Night interview well,
Right.
would we take it?
Sure.
Okay, so there's your answer.
Have you seen Tom ever turn down money?
No, not really.
Yeah, actually, Tom does.
For some porno
Right.
shops.
Exactly.
And head
It
shops.
hurt him,
Yeah.
but he did it.
And believe me, he would take the money.
No.
Hello? Is there anybody?
They're not coming.
Hello? Oh, this is absurd. Let me call this back, and I'll just do it off the air. This is crazy. Why can't I get an answer? Why is everybody so uptight? I'm just going to tell the guy, I just want an answer. Can I buy a commercial or not?
You can tell it's a no-holds-barred interview. See how free and easy it is?
Yeah, hi. It's Howard again. I just want to know an answer. Can I actually purchase a 30-second national spot tonight? It's Howard Stern. I just want to know. We want to buy it. A 30-second spot. Yeah, I just need an answer, please. All right, don't keep me on hold. Thanks. I think it's a black guy. Sounded like he was hating the white man. He really did. He was just like, who it is?
Maybe just this one.
Yeah, maybe he just hates this white man. You never know. I always try to behave myself around all peoples of all colors.
Really? I've never noticed that.
Hey, man.
Oh, man. Might have been OJ I was talking to.
He's there answering phones at the sales department?
Maybe one of the salespeople should call for me, and then it would seem more legitimate.
Right.
Really?
Like out in the back.
Who usually places? We don't buy ads.
That's true. Tom has never bought an ad on TV. He's like, hey, I've got Howard Stern.
I've never bought a network ad.
No? Well, you're about to. It's a first. I'm going to walk you through
it. Tom.
Tom, you really hit the big time.
Oh, yeah.
Anybody there?
No. They're not going to.
You got put on hold a third time.
Called problem avoidance.
I would have Tom call the networks for me, but Tom only knows how to call collect.
Do they have an 800 number?
Yeah. I can't believe I'm on hold again. This is shocking.
They're running scared over there.
I'm confused.
I'm going to call him back again. I'm going to hang up and call back again.
Well, they have to address us.
I never heard of anything like this.
Did you see in the paper today that Hurt will be watching the show very carefully?
La-di-da.
Right.
Sorry, you forgot.
Yeah. Now it's busy. Now they hung up on me.
Hurt is still considering whether they should continue or re-establish their relationship with OJ. They're afraid of a backlash if they don't, and they don't know exactly what he could do for them if they do. So they're going to sit there and watch TV tonight.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, they're looking for him again. Hey, Tom, do me a favor.
Says it in the paper.
I'll find out.
All right, I'm going to take a break.
Okay.
You call and say you're from Chiasano Advertising. Can I buy a 36?
I'm not going to lie. No, I won't lie.
Tom, it's okay to say you're from Chiasano Advertising. It's okay. It's not a lie. I mean, you're not in the court of law.
We're just trying to find out some information, Tom.
Tom, it's okay. I won't lie. Tom, this is not a real lie.
I didn't say I won't lie.
If you say you're from, Howard Stern show, they're not going to give you an answer.
I'm not going to tell them from.
Say I'm from Chiasano Advertising. Right. Say I'm from Martling Advertising. Okay? Jackie doesn't mind lying.
Martling.
Martling.
Right. Yeah. Make sure you spell it right.
Martling Advertising, and you just want to know if you can buy a 30-second spot tonight.
Okay.
Inside the OJ special. Here.
Call him and tell him you're from Norris, Martling, and West.
There you go.
Anything. Here, here's another number, and here's another number. All right, I'll take a break and we'll get the answer.
I'm not calling the 516 wine number.
So far, the story is that if Howard Stern wants to advertise, he can't during OJ, because I'm not fit to advertise. All right.
You're not fit to answer.
Are you going to go find out?
I'll get back.
All right, thank you. Don't give us the answer until we get back on the air.
Right.
Okay, bye. Robin, a break, and we'll be right back.
All right.
You're listening to The Howard Stern Show. Howard Stern all morning, pure rock all day. Yeah. 97.1 The Eagle. We're back with The Howard Stern Show. Here's Howard.
All right, so Tom Chiasano, our general manager, has called NBC Network.
Where's Robin?
Where's Robin? I don't know. I can't keep track. I am not my brother's keeper.
Anyway, so I called NBC, got a sales representative who didn't identify himself, asked him if there were any avails in the O.J. Simpson, and he asked me who I was. I said I'm Tom Chiasano from Chiasano Advertising.
Right.
And he said, well, you must have the wrong number because this is CBS.
You're kidding.
No.
Baba Booey.
Stop it.
Baba Booey.
Kidding?
No. And, I double-checked. I have my little, I know it's dialing, so obviously they're onto the joke and they weren't going to play with me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But it's not a joke. I'm really not joking.
What they consider a joke. Let me put it that way.
Why is it a joke? Why is it a joke when I want to buy a commercial?
I think this is wrong. You're being barred from buying advertising time.
Where is a newspaper reporter now?
Where's that guy from the Post?
NBC, Joe. Joe, write this up. Here it is, O.J. Simpson, the most notorious human being on the planet, can go on NBC. I can't get on and pay money to be a sponsor. This is insanity. What, are you afraid to say absolutely?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh.
No, I think it's
You're
funny.
absolutely afraid.
I think it's absolutely funny, and
I don't mean it as being funny.
Well, there is a certain humor.
Tom doesn't like to badmouth anybody.
Oh, no.
He's just
He is the
lucky guy.
He's the Boutros Gali of radio. He's like the United Nations trying to bring people together. Always tries to have a positive thought. Try to be a little negative.
So I tried.
Tom Gali. All right, thank you, Tom.
My pleasure.
All right. And I'm not dropping the idea. I think I can get a spot.
So go get the funds together anyway.
Tom, work on it, please.
I'll work on it.
Thank you.
Because if we can move, we need. Do we have to pay cash up front?
Do we need to pay cash up front, or will they bill us?
I think our credit's good.
Our credit's good. I think this company has a pretty good.
We got a track record.
Yeah. They might employ sleazeballs like me, but they are good at paying. All right?
That's why they have to.
Right. Where were we, Robin?
What is it stuttering, John?
Hello? You don't care about
what mic are you on? Okay, you go ahead.
You don't care about the Sammy Sosa thing?
No, I don't.
Right.
Why, do you care?
No, I just got to tell you what happened. I mean...
No, I don't care. I don't care if he's here or not. What is he? Was he Puerto Rican?
I think he's Dominican.
Dominican?
But see, you know...
Go to the parade.
You know, he's like a legend, and his Cub manager started saying he's not playing hard enough. He's not stealing bases, and nothing, so he got pissed off, so they're having a big problem.
Good. Bring him here. I don't care. Let him stand here. I don't care.
The problem is the Yankees don't need him. What they really need is, pitching.
Pitching, yeah.
So it's like, it could be a George move just to get, like, a marquee player here. But
right. Well, why not?
We don't really need him.
He can't pitch?
The Mets need him a lot more than we do.
Let him pitch. Let him get up and pitch. He's so friggin' great.
So good.
Everyone's screaming, Sosa, Sosa. Let's see him pitch a ball. Babe Ruth did it.
But if he's on the team,
lazy. Let him get up and pitch. We need a pitcher.
All that money?
All that money, let him pitch.
Let him do everything. He can play all 9 positions.
I don't make half of what this guy makes.
Right.
The fans will love him because, there's a lot of...
well, it'll be fun to have a home run hitter.
No, a lot of Dominicans that go to Yankee Stadium go crazy for, their players. In fact...
Well, it'll be great because more Dominicans will come to the stadium.
Well, don't you remember, even though Sammy wasn't playing here, the Dominicans were running around with his number
Sosa,
of home runs on the back of their truck?
It was so nice. It was
in
soap
the car window.
It was soap, yes. It was beautiful.
Check this out. When the Yankees played Boston...
It's very charming.
And Pedro Martinez pitches for Boston. He's done Boston. There's so many people at Yankee Stadium cheering him on.
Of course.
Just because he's...
because he's one of them.
So ridiculous.
That'll be great. Are you kidding? Chickens will be sacrificed in the bargain. Listen, I got nothing against Sammy Sosa. Let him come here and play. I'm just not... I could care less about baseball.
It's a great game, though.
Right. It's great for drinking.
That's where you got to go.
Right.
You just sit and drink and just, have fun.
Now, what is it? They also have banned beer in the bleachers.
Oh, yeah.
Well, because these guys would drink beer, they'd throw it on people, they would act like maniacs.
Yeah.
I mean, it's dry up there now, right?
Yeah, it's dry. They're all pissed off.
Howard, I told you I went to the...
I wouldn't go to a game if I'm going to drink.
Yeah. Well, I told you I went to the Met-Yankee game on Saturday, and I always forget. I just don't know... didn't even have one beer, but I forget how to drink at a game. And really, for a lot of people, it's a place to go and drink, and the game is really a backdrop to drinking.
Right.
Yeah, when you see one guy, and he's got 4 beers, use your fingers, 4 beers in one hand. The guy's carrying 8 beers at a time.
Could you imagine sitting through a 4-hour game without drinking?
Yeah,
I did it. Beautiful afternoon.
I did it. It was amazing. I actually knew what was going on.
Well, good for you.
You're the only one.
No, I mean,
I have to drink.
No real need for that.
I could not sit through a whole game without drinking.
It's okay to have a beer, but the guys that go to those games can't have a beer. It's got to be like 20.
Yeah.
Of course, because you got to get in before the 6th inning, and then cut you off.
Exactly. They cut you off in the 6th.
See, the move is in the 6th inning, you got to go and get 8 beers, so you have a couple until the 7th, 8th, 9th.
But up in the bleachers where the guys really just drank and fought with each other.
It's also riffraff up in the bleachers.
Yeah, and so now George Steinbrenner just said, you can't drink at all.
Yeah.
Which is really...
Well, you know what they do?
Listen, George Steinbrenner wants to sell beer. He's upset, too, but these guys can't handle it. They get insane.
It's like Indians with fireworks.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Steinbrenner gets a cut of that. He wants it. It's just that there's going to be a mass murder in there.
And, John, what's the rule? You're only allowed 2 beers per person?
No, it's actually 4 now.
Well, so what happens is you go...
Can you smoke weed at the game?
Well, no, although I did it once. I went to the stairwell.
Did you just smoke in your seat?
You can't even smoke cigarettes anymore.
No, which is a shame.
But can the bleacher people go down to the concession stand, get beer, drink it there, and then go back to the bleachers?
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Are you sure about that?
What would happen if you smoked a joint? Would you get arrested if you smoked a joint in a game? You would, right?
I think they would just tell you, because one side was smoking in the seats, and they just came over and said, you can't smoke here.
They didn't ask you what kind of cigarette that was.
You should have said, no, this isn't tobacco, officer.
I got caught smoking a cigarette in the bathroom at Shea Stadium, and I got yelled at. I know,
you can't last 2 hours.
Oh, yeah, you can't last a minute without a beer on a Sunday. Look at you.
That's right.
Look at your belly.
Really?
Come on.
I told them to stop wearing white T-shirts.
Yeah, tight white T-shirts.
Emery thinks I look great.
It accentuates my...
Anne-Marie thinks you look great because she's nice.
Anne-Marie's never said a bad word about anyone.
Yeah. She told Scott the engineer he was handsome yesterday.
She told Scott he could drum.
Right. I couldn't tell you what you look like.
Emery's so nice. You know, there's a
I
really...
don't see her jumping on top of you.
There's a really cool show that goes on here every day around 11:30, Howard. Emery's in the hallway, and she runs into Wood Yee, and she asks him how he is, and then he tells her for half an hour.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's good.
It's a great show.
Well, believe
Get
me.
out of that one.
No, she's nice enough.
He at least is interesting.
She would ever go to a game, Howard?
Would I go to a game?
Yeah, like
sure, I go to a game. I used to go to Met games when Jan and Craig had that box.
I mean,
You go to a box, but you wouldn't sit in a seat, would you?
Yeah, why not?
Because it'd be sort of hard now. I mean,
You think?
Yeah,
Right,
people-
Seinfeld. I see that big dope sitting there.
People sitting
Why can't I do it?
You should come with
What?
Jackie. We'll go drink it.
You'd be so annoying.
I'll go, but not with you and Jackie.
Ah, it'd be fun.
Well, what are you going to watch? The game? You got to
Yeah.
take
In
Jackie
fact,
and John for it.
This series, this weekend's a big series. It's the Yankees against Chicago White Sox.
I wanted to see the Yankees and the
Howard,
Mets.
how about this? Why don't we do this?
That one.
I'll talk to the guy from Modell's. I'll get those 4 seats behind home plate. Me, you, Jackie, and John.
Yeah, let's get logo.
You know what? We'll get one of those boxes up top, too. So
What about Fred? Why are you leaving him out?
Because they only come in 4s. All right, okay, you, Fred, I'll take my seat
Fred's
out.
not going to go. Fred doesn't want to go.
You're right. Fred will let you know. He'll let you know.
Yeah, Fred will let us know. Fred, you want to go? No, I'll let you know.
He'll get back to you.
So he'll always get back to us.
What date are you talking about?
Band outing. Losers.
Oh, he has to let you know. Got something better going on.
But I'm not going to let you in. I'm in the circle.
I gave Fred 8 months advance notice about my party.
All right.
He's still not coming.
Right.
You gave him time to
But I told you that.
When is that party? I want to go.
I don't want to say it on. I'll tell you.
I'll go to that. That was a good party last year.
Yeah, it's going to be even better this year.
I don't know.
Why will it be better?
We might roast a pig on the beach.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Didn't they do that last Sunday?
With Jackie?
No.
He's talking about.
He means at the Puerto Rican Day Parade.
Oh, no. Don't worry. There's no violence.
Can we strip some French tourists?
Do you see now that the women are saying it was more than just strip? You know, you were lucky if you just got your clothes.
Yeah, right.
What else happened?
Now they're saying fingers disappeared.
Oh,
Right.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Did you see those 2 chicks who are suing the city now?
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Can't blame the city.
I mean,
That's who they're suing, the
Well, you
city.
can try.
Well, no, they had
Who else are you going to sue?
they're saying that they have a... Didn't you see the picture on the cover of the Daily News? The cops just sitting there with their arms folded while...
The cops can't win. If they stepped in, it would have been, the police, they got to kill us. We were just having fun. All right, anyway.
Somebody, yeah, give us somebody. They also say that O.J. may have beat his first wife.
Hey, now.
Why, she didn't listen? Poor O.J. marries 2 women, and both of them don't listen.
Hey, now.
What is this, a pattern?
Yeah, I mean, the guy can't pick a winner.
Date Steph girl.
Yeah.
Hey, now.
She dates Steph girls. They don't listen.
Well, they're trying to get this Marguerite to testify against him. The prosecution would like to call her as a witness, and she's been trying to avoid them. She doesn't want to testify against her former husband. There's also a report that she got a call from O.J. just before he jumped into the white van and took the police on a low-speed chase.
Hello, baby.
They say O.J. called his first wife and said to her that he had been framed.
Baby, listen, some things are going down right here that you need to know before I goes to the court. I've been framed. Now, just 'cause I beat you don't mean you got to tell anybody. You know that, Marguerite? Hello? Listen here, Marguerite.
Marguerite?
I was busy right now, so you're going to have to hit yourself. I can't be there to hit you. How do I know you was listening? I'll tell you one girl I'm never going to go out with is that Molly Maitland. She don't listen either.
She don't listen at all.
At all. I have to chop her head off and her feet. Marguerite, now you was always a good girl. I used to beat you, but I never had to cut your head off. Now you don't have to go telling the judge, that I was beating you. Do yous? And there'll be some money in it for you, too, if you keep your mouth shut.
Maybe you could offer her some money or something.
All I know is that they say he called her and he told her that he had been framed and he was going to commit suicide before he went on that infamous ride.
Now, look at here. You shut your yap and I'll go easy on your face when I get out of here. You understand? I'll just hit you about your legs. Marguerite, you there? Hello? I'm going to commit suicide. You don't answer me. Right now. Holy mackerel. Nobody's on the line. Marguerite! Why, if you squeal, I'll hit you so hard, your sister gonna feel it. I'll beat both of you. Now get on that phone there and talk to me. I got mere trouble. Damn it, this phone is deader than the call. Not that I did anything. Hello? Anybody there? Margarita, I know I hear you breathing. Now answer this here phone. This is OJ, your first husband. Before I went off with that Nicole, who caused me all the trouble by getting herself killed.
That was a mistake. He now sees that.
That was a big mistake. I should have stayed with you, Marguerite.
You never called.
You never called nobody, the cops or anyone else. I love you, and I don't want you to betray OJ. When I'm on trial, you just keep your yap shut, because you know what can happen if you talk. Hello? Talk to me, Marguerite, damn it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Now, look, I got to hang up this here phone. I got to get back to my $750 an hour clowns. They all arguing. Hello? Marguerite, I'm going to kill myself if you don't talk back to me. I can't take the silent treatment. The one thing the OG can't stand. Hello, this ain't working. Shapiro, go get me a new phone. For $750 now, give me two phones. Give me a phone I can hold my feet. I cried out loud for Christ's sake. Hello, Marguerite. Damn you, is you screwing somebody? I'll beat the operator. I'm going to kill the operator if you don't answer my phone. Right here. Hello? Operator. Hello, operator. Marguerite done screw somebody, I think. If she did, I'll kill her too. But I didn't kill Nicole. Wow. I got so angry the other day when Marguerite wouldn't listen. I tried to strangle another inmate's wife who was visiting him with a phone cord. Marguerite, you don't pick up the phone, I'm going to kill an inmate's wife. I'll shoot AC if you don't talk. Don't worry, AC, I'm kidding. You're listening to this. Hello? Marguerite? This is OJ. Pick up the phone, damn it, you bitch. I mean, you nice girl?
Let's go on.
I got a temper so bad, Robin.
But a bad temper doesn't mean you killed somebody.
I didn't kill nobody. I might have slapped them around, but they deserved it. Marguerite.
A far cry.
Maybe 20 years ago I beat Marguerite, but it was 20 years. Her bruises done healed. She looks fine, don't she? At least she behaved.
They were also looking for the prosecution at one point was trying to subpoena the medical records of his children and get their blood types.
Right. Of OJ's children?
Mm-hmm. Of the older ones.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder what that's about. Did they find some other blood evidence?
I don't know. They withdrew the request, but they had been looking into that. So.
Yeah, for a while, wasn't there rumors and stuff?
Well, there were some rumors that the son.
Yeah, but that was all.
Could have done something.
That was all wrong. That started by Dominic.
I don't think that's why they were looking for it. They were still looking for more evidence of OJ's violence.
Yeah.
So I guess they were implying maybe he was violent with the kids.
Oh, I see.
Who was it that OJ didn't beat? If he was...
I met OJ. If they call me to testify, I did not get beaten by OJ.
He did not threaten you.
Yeah,
he didn't beat you.
No, I could honestly say that. I mean, in his defense.
Didn't grab you in the crotch and say, "This is where my babies come from."
No, never said that. Even though you could mistake my crotch for a place where babies come from. He did spit on Trump.
Ow. Come here, Trump. I'm going to beat you.
Well, all these witnesses are crawling out of the woodwork. Tell us about OJ. The judge still has to rule as to what amount of evidence on domestic violence will be introduced into the trial. They expect that decision today.
My luck, I get a Chinese judge.
Oh, no.
Damn it, with a computer. Why can't I get a black judge?
He also has to rule on a defense request to remove the family from the courtroom, the family of the victims.
The victims.
And the possible replacement of 2 jurors for bias. One who claimed he didn't know OJ might have known OJ, they speculate, and the other because she is involved in a relationship that contains violence, even while she's sitting on the jury.
She probably don't listen.
How come it's always the women don't listen?
Because they don't. Ask Nicole. She ain't listening now.
Oh, boy.
All right, let's take a break and we'll be back.
Take a break?
Yeah, OJ's done. OJ O.J. done hung up the phone. And we'll be back.
We'll be back with the Howard Stern Show. Don't go away. 97.1 The Eagle. 97.1 The Eagle. We're back with the Howard Stern Show. Here's Howard.
Hello there, Robin. This here's O.J.
Oh, no, O.J.'s back on the phone.
Let me ask you a question. When my lawyers are fighting with each other at $750 an hour, is that on my clock? Or is that during would that be considered O.J.'s money? If F. Lee Bailey and Howard Shapiro?
Well,
Robert Shapiro?
Wouldn't you think that they would take them longer to communicate with each other since you have two lawyers who are not talking?
See,
I would say so.
to answer the word of the great Mexicans, see. Why couldn't Ito have been in that there earthquake? I got to sit there every day and act good in front of Captain Japan. I was going to fold paper into fancy things like a chink so he'll love me. Do you ever see the chinks when they fold the paper?
That's called origami, isn't it?
Really?
Yes.
Well, look at that. Origami. Holy mackerel, Robin.
Is that what you're going to be doing?
Or a who? Origami. No, I see the Captain Japan is folding the paper into fancy things. Just like all the rest of them.
What is he making?
Making a chain to lock O.J.'s feet in. Just like on the Superman episode where they had the paper chains. And the Jimmy Olsen and the Lois Lane thought they was trying.
They were hypnotized.
Hypnotized. Boy, I tell you, I need a new lawyer. Where am that queer Perry Mason?
He wasn't real, O.J.
Hey, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to get on that trial. I'm going to jump out of my seat. I'm going to steal that Captain Japan's computer. I'm going to hit F.U. Bailey right over the head with it.
F.U.?
Whatever.
That's F. Lee.
F. Lee Bailey with it right over the head. What do you think of that?
I don't know if that'll get you anywhere with the jury.
I see Captain Japan. He don't even look at that there computer. All he do is he folding little pieces of paper, making artwork. I see. And I tell you this.
Well, what are you doing on your little yellow legal pad?
I'm folding it up. First I made me a little butterfly with a knife in his hand. Then I made a bird with a knife in his hand.
Oh, no.
Then I made a dog with a knife in his hand.
I see a theme.
Yeah, every one of my origamis have a knife in the hand, in the paw, or whatever it is, the claw, whatever they be. And,
whatever they got.
Yeah. Well, I got the legal pad there to help me with my defense. And then I write down things as people talk about. One time I drew a picture of Nicole's face after I punched her a few times.
Oh.
And then that was what I did. Where's that queer Perry Mason? He could come back and save me.
He is dead, you know.
Yeah. I wish they could get him. He was a good lawyer. Don't
he never lost a case.
$2.50 an hour. What is it there?
On a little bit of a different subject, you know, we have a regular angry Haitian woman that calls in.
Yeah?
Well, she's on the phone. She's angry because you earlier said that Haitians love dictators. And
they do. Everybody know that.
O.J. said that?
Even Nicole knew that. I tell you, I made a little Nicole and a little Ron Goodman out of papers. And then I done ripped their head off. And then the Captain Japan was looking at me like a strange man. I'll take the computer and hit F.U. Bailey over their head. Where's that phone at?
Is O.J. going to talk to the woman?
Hello, this is O.J. Hello? Hello, ma'am? Haitian?
Where you from, Haiti?
Yes.
What's your problem, honey?
I'm offended. You said Haitian love dictators. If we love dictators, we wouldn't get rid of Baby Doc and all the general coming after
You didn't get rid of anybody. We got rid of them. You love dictators. You love to be run around. Let me tell you something, honey. I'm going to tell you something. There's something you don't know. Some people love to be bossed around. Like the Russians. They can't handle democracy. They're going to have a dictatorship again.
Look,
some people need to be led around by a big leader who they can look up to.
Aristide is not a dictator, okay?
Ah, come on. And let me tell you something. That's why you brought the priest in. You guys are going to end up throwing him out.
You love the Pope, don't you?
Who?
Is the Pope your leader? Is he a dictator? He is a dictator.
Hey, let me tell you something, honey. You come to this. I thought you were going back to Haiti.
I did, and I came back, and I'm going back again.
Good. Go back and stay there now.
You have no right to tell me to stay there.
Hey, first of all, in this country...
This country is not your country only. It's everybody's country.
No, wrong. Are you a citizen? Are you a citizen?
That's right,
and
baby.
What year did you come to this country?
I'm here for 21 years.
21 years ago, you came over here from Haiti.
That's right.
What? What'd you say?
That's right.
What?
Yes.
Why you yell? You know, in this country we have a good telephone system. This isn't Haiti. In Haiti, you got to yell on the phone. You're the one.
You yell all the time on the radio.
You came over here 21 years ago.
Yeah.
That's some way to assimilate. You sound like you really learned a lot. 21 years ago, you still speak as bad as when you came here.
You got the nerve. I speak perfect English.
And you come here 21 years ago, and right away you run the country. And don't tell me. I bet when you came here 21 years ago, you said you were going to go back to Haiti once it became free.
It's just because it just got free.
Yeah, and go back. Go back. You go back to Haiti now and make your country a better country. You don't stay here and live off the fat of this land. Don't come over here and start telling me.
Haitian was here when they were
you get over here.
For the independence of this country. Don't dare tell me to go back to Haiti.
Now you got your dream.
I was here before you.
Yeah, I know who you are.
My family was here before you.
I know your family wasn't anywhere.
They were here.
You were on that stupid island. No, you're stupid. Hey, let me tell you something. I know who you are. You called before, and I'm going to tell you what you said to me. You told me you were going to go back to Haiti as soon as we got rid of that dictator. Notice where you are. You're not back in Haiti.
Look, those dictators are still there. Why don't you tell J.C. Helm and Bob Dole to let the Americans find the guns that are buried in there?
Oh, now the Americans have to do more for you. We can't do enough for you. Every time it's the Americans. Now all the Haitians hate the Americans. We didn't do the right thing again.
Who told you that Haitian hates Americans?
I told you that. I told you that.
You lying.
I told you that.
You're reading the wrong newspaper. If you're reading the Daily News or the New York Post, forget it.
I read the paper.
They're Makoots.
Ah, Makoots my ass. You speak English like Jerry's kids walk.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, let me tell you something, honey. You can't threaten me.
I'm not threatening you. When did I threaten you?
I hear what you're trying to say. Let me tell you something, sweetheart. This country enjoys certain freedoms. We all love this country. You told me you were going back to Haiti the second we freed. I believe President Bush sent in the troops because... Who sent in the troops?
President Clinton.
President Bush sent the troops?
I meant President Clinton. When I believe President Clinton... shut up. I believe President Clinton sent in the troops just so you'd go back to your country, and now you lied.
You know who gets rid of Aristide when he was there as a president?
Who?
Bush!
All right, look. Listen to me. I'm going to tell you something. I'm not even sure what you're upset about. I don't even know what you're upset about. It happens to be certain people need to be led around by a leader. Haiti is one of those countries where the people aren't secure enough to run their government. They have to have a big daddy figure to run. In fact, one of the leaders was called Papa.
Papa Doc.
They need a daddy.
He's your papa. He's not my papa.
The people now have their freedom. Let me see you do something with it. Go over there and teach them how to read and do whatever the simple things are that they have to learn. To milk a cow, whatever it is. Why don't your people get a little industrious and help themselves now? Now we've given them their freedom. Let our boys go home. And now start raising yourselves up.
We have a leader now, and his name is Aristide.
Yeah. Well, go over there and help him. Instead of being such a blabmouth.
I am helping him.
Yeah. I wish you were married to O.J.
Oh, that was not nice.
Yes, it was.
You know, Howard, you're so ugly. You're so ugly, I can describe you.
Well, so what? Gee, that really hurt. Why don't you come down here? Let me look you over. Why don't you come down here? I'd like to talk to you face to face. I'm not afraid of you.
You are.
No, I'm not.
You are.
Look at what this argument has been reduced to.
I'm not afraid of you.
Hoo-ha! 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 Hoo-ha!
And why don't you try to talk softly, will you?
You're getting on my nerves.
Well, who cares?
You see, when I look at you...
Honey, I bet you're not even married.
I am.
I bet your guy look at your face is stop a clock.
You see, if I'm face to face with you, you're so ugly. You look like a young Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Grabby back, big nose, big ears. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, and I'll tell you something. I bet your face stopped every clock in that cardboard box you live in. That filthy hovel you live in.
Don't call me.
Filthy.
You're more filthy than me. I take a bath every day. You take a bath every month.
Yeah, you and Jackie.